Howdy, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Contagious Smile Unstoppable with the lovely and sexy redheaded Victoria.
Seriously?
Seriously, you are sexy, you are Victoria, and you are redheaded. I'm Michael, redneck in the background. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Feliz Navidad.
You're pulling it. You're pulling the.
Okay, got this.
Uh-huh.
And all that good stuff. So, I hope y'all have a good holidays. Ours was it's homebody. That's what we are. We like to stay at home. We're very frugal. We don't like drama. So it was just the six of us.
Mm.
Myself, my wife, our lovely Faith, and our three golden retrievers. We stayed here for Christmas. We stay here for New Year's. And my wife is just looking at me. Hmm. This is how I look at you. So here's the wife. See what we do tonight.
Seriously. So let's talk about how our country is going to hell in a handbasket.
Not when Trump gets in.
Okay, well, we got 19 more days for that. So last night, New Year's Eve, there is a terrorist attack in New York. There is a an issue in New Orleans. Something else happened in New Orleans. One of the incidences was somebody driving a truck with ISIS flag on the back, um, and rammed into and killing a bunch of people. And then on top of it, unless there's been a third one, a second person has been caught burned to death on the subway by somebody just putting him on fire, lighting this person on fire. What the hell is going on? Like, this is just stupid. It's stupid. The idiocracies of the people in this country, not all, some, blows my mind that these people just think, hey, I'm going to go kill innocent bystanders. I don't get it. It's not safe to enjoy anything. You hear people in Walmart are getting stabbed. You hear they're going on the subway, you're getting caught and burned alive. It's literally left, right, and center everywhere you go. You have to be cautious. You have to be ready. And when we were younger, we didn't have to worry about any of that. You don't watch the door when you're a teenager and wonder if someone's coming in with an automatic weapon to shoot up now you do. What have you got to say about that?
So let's put this in perspective since we advocate for special needs families and domestic violence survivors. On the domestic violence side, okay, I was a cop for 13 and a half years. Most of y'all know this. And yes, it was a job. It's also a calling. It's what I wanted to do. Okay. You put yourself in harm's way when you're law enforcement, firefighter. Um, and when my wife and I watched some of these videos of these poor individuals, these victims being burnt alive on the subways, there are bystanders. You're going to have the idiots. They're filming, of course. Then you have cops or whatever the hell they call themselves there, um, just watching, looking. They're all wearing jackets. Take off your jacket, man. Put it over the victim. Put it over the person. You can smother the flames, man. I don't understand the mentality of some of these folks. Are they in fear of getting blood on themselves? Are they in fear of getting hurt themselves? Are they in fear of the repercussions if they do something and then being sued by the family or the victim themselves because they didn't act quick enough or because of their action? Good Samaritan law should cover them. Um, I just don't understand. It blows my mind. One of the first things we did upon moving to this house, this home of ours, is we witnessed a domestic literally next door to us. And I mean, we weren't here that long.
It was within the first week.
the first week, and I immediately went over there and confronted the gentleman.
If you want to call him that.
Yeah, the individual, and I told him to leave the property. Yeah, it was his property, or he was renting, but I made him leave um, because I saw a handprint on his girlfriend's face or wife's face. I don't remember which one, but yeah, guy, stand up and say something. Don't let these ladies, or men, be taken advantage of like that, be abused. You see something, say something. Hell, if you see someone on fire, put them out. Okay, drop, stop, and roll. Right? I
Absolutely.
mean, that's a human being. That's someone. Was it two females?
I
The
don't
first one was
I
a
don't
female.
know. I don't know.
That's somebody's daughter, mother.
Sister. Yeah. Child.
So just be a human.
Speaking of,
Oh Lord.
let's get really,
We change the subject.
yes.
Okay.
Let's just really get into this and no filter, no nothing. Because we all know that we advocate for special needs, right? So I need my peeps for a minute because I'm going to blow a gasket. So last week, right before Christmas, like the 21st ish, I get notice that because we're an amazing customer of Xfinity, that we qualify for a free Apple Watch, right? So I get there, I talk to, whomever forever and a day. And I explain to him that my husband will not wear an Apple Watch because he wears one that was custom made for him by his family. And then he wears one to work that he can get banged up and whatever. I'm not worried about. Right? So he says, "Well, what about you, ma'am?" Okay, well, let's look at this for a moment. And I say to him, "I am an amputee. How can I wear one?" And he's like, "Oh, you just put it on your limb." We go through the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. Fine, I'll try it. So you have to pay the tax, which is like $21 or whatever. And Faith was excited because she was like, "I want to give it to you for Christmas." Okay. They said, "Oh, it'll be here by FedEx. You'll get it in 2 days." So that time comes. I rearrange my entire day, which is Christmas Eve, sorry, Christmas Eve. And I wait and I wait and I wait and they never show. So I call them and they're like, "We don't know. We're really far behind." And I'm seeing everywhere on social media that um, everybody with FedEx is fed up because they are literally not getting their packages. So the next day I wait and nothing. Then it's Christmas. Obviously, they're not running. The next day, the 26th, they're going to be there between like 9 a.m. and 11:30. Okay, redo my day, waiting. Nothing. Nope. Mm-mm. They show up at like 5 p.m. and they give me the package. I sign for it. Not even 15, 20 minutes later, I get on chat with Xfinity and advise them that what they sent me was not what we discussed. I asked for specifically the band that Velcroed all the way around. And I explained because I'm an amputee, I cannot put the clasp on and do all the other stuff with the watch. The only way that this could possibly work is with the Velcro. And they assured me that this would not be a problem. So then, long story short, this moron says, no. This moron says, "Oh, we were out of that band. We didn't even have any. Did you have any when you told me I could have it and I agreed to this?" No. So we just sent you night and day different. Like I asked for the black Velcro and I got a white band. So he says, "Well, we can take it back and I will credit the account. Here's the problem. You're getting it for free, but there is a $35 restocking." hold the freaking door. You sent me the wrong item, the item to which I did not agree to purchase. I paid the tax. Then you send me the wrong item. I call you within 20 minutes of the delivery, and you say to me, if you would like to return it, there is a $35 restocking fee. Are you freaking kidding me? So I asked for supervision. I go through 3 different people. Every time they're like, we need you to verify your account, verify your name. I've already done this. Why do I have to keep doing it? Time and time and time and time again. I haven't called back in, nothing. So then I'm like, I need to talk to a manager. Well, then we don't have one available. Wrong. So I end up calling the next day so that I can physically like have a conversation. I get switched to like 4 different departments. Faith is sitting here going, oh, this is going to be good. I order a band on Amazon, which by now I've already gotten, and I've put it on my nub, and I am trying to make this work. And I'm on hold. Oh, let me get a supervisor. Please stand by. My husband comes in and he's like, what's going on? Oh, please stay on the line. My husband hears this. Please stay on the line. Supervisor will be with you in a minute. So I kind of just put my phone to the side. I'm working diligently and I'm waiting on a supervisor. My husband's like, are you still on hold? Yes, I am. Faith is like, I just want to witness this. 2 hours, 55 minutes. I never get a supervisor. However, while talking to the customer service personnel, I explained to them that I could not do this by myself. I couldn't get the watch programmed and do what I needed to do, being an amputee. And they said, oh, well, the delivery driver can help you set this up. All of which I have recorded in chat. I said, I cannot do this. I'm not asking some delivery driver to help set up the watch, period. Well, then get somebody else to help you. I am an independent amputee, and I am not going to ask somebody to take it off and on for me on a daily basis when I asked for originally the product to which I could manage. So I said to him, you are discriminatory against myself, which my husband will tell you I never. How often have you heard me play that? And I said to said hoo-ha, you are being discriminatory against the handicap. I hate the word disabled. And I really don't like the word handicap. But I explained there's no way that I can do this. Well, have someone do it for you. Do you want me to have someone like answer it and work the thing for me as well? Are you offering your services? Because what you're doing at your job at Xfinity sucks. And I was like, Xfinity is showing extreme prejudiceness against those with challenges. And he was like, that's not my problem. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be because I advocate for this. And for you to make some comment that, oh, just get Joe Blow to come over and assist you with this, then why the hell am I getting it? Why am I paying for it? You don't tell somebody who is an amputee, oh, go run up a flight of stairs if they don't have prosthetics, right? I don't have a hand. So how am I going to be able to do this the correct way? How am I going to be able to put the watch on like I'm supposed to? And these idiots did not care and showed no concern whatsoever. Why I explain this. My husband's cracking. Why are you laughing?
Because I love to see you fired up. Y'all, y'all don't hear me talk about my wife because I do. Y'all hear me talk about her a lot. So as she said, she's very independent. She does not ask for help a lot. She works like 21 hours a day, and she is missing her left arm below the elbow. Okay, for those of y'all who think, oh shit, you can do everything because she's right-handed, she's dominant right hand. You can still do. Okay, gentlemen, after the first month of her amputation, I bandaged my fist, my left hand, and then I wrapped my whole arm in an ace bandage and put it in a sling-like manner around my body. And I went through the entire day,
Except for bathing.
except for the shower, trying to do everything one-handed, um, in in a support and empathy and sympathy for my wife. I want to know what she has to go through. Okay,
You
and
went nuts.
we just started, y'all. Okay, guys, try to button your britches. Okay, it ain't happening. Okay, I think I might have cheated there,
Oh yeah.
but ladies, you can't put on a bra. Forget it.
He's shaving.
Oh yeah. How are you going to shave
I do it.
your right
I
armpit
do it.
if you're missing a left hand?
I do it.
Okay, so for those of y'all saying that she's slacking off, that she could do this all one-handed, I tell you what, she is doing it. She tied her own dang shoe one-handed. Okay, and a bow.
It's in a bow.
Right. So you want a challenge? Bandage up one of your arms and do everything one-handed, and that'll give you an inkling, just an inkling of what it's like. Okay, cook your food, put on your britches, take a shower.
All this hair on my head.
Right. Drive, put on your seatbelt, open the door, order food at the drive-through
Drive-through's the
with
worst.
your right hand only.
Push a shopping cart full of food
Yeah.
down the aisles with one hand.
So she's not the one to complain, but when she runs into morons like this, it kind of gets her fired up, and she's even more sexier. Oh, by the way, our website is back up and running, so get on contagiousmile.com and check out everything that's there. And don't forget to look at all the books, the material, everything that we have to offer. There's classes, courses now.
Tell us about them.
You tell us about them.
No, you tell us
No,
about the
you-
UGC.
No, you're going to tell us. So
Nope.
here's
You know you're a royal pain in my ever-loving butt tonight. I'm just saying.
but I'm the last royal pain in your butt.
They'll never. That's exit only. Just because you're prepping for your colonoscopy doesn't have nothing to do with me. And just think, to get to February, you got to get through January. So, just saying, you have a big event in February, so you have to get your shit taken. Hilarious. So we are offering classes, all sorts of different things. Also, we are trying to bring awareness to mental health for teens as well. If you go to SELLFY, and then put in a contagious smile, you can go and see all of our products. You type in the word welcome and you get 20% off, which is awesome. And we now also have an Etsy store, but it's under Victoria Cure. And we are offering journals and courses and classes and books. Oh my. And all sorts of other things we're starting to work on and to do to help everybody, because it's hard. It's hard to be whatever age you are at this point in time. And we all need a little extra push and help every once in a while. My husband has picked up his phone. I'm not sure what he is. So I don't, you know what? I don't get, I really think, and I'm gonna harp on this again because I really am so strongly about this. I still hate video games. I'm adamant against video games. I think that it is so bad. Like the video game my husband is playing downstairs. I don't even remember what it's called.
when our daughter's playing
I hate this game.
about the zombies.
But here's the thing. It's not funny. Haha, not funny. They're like going and acting like they're Freddy Krueger or Jason from whatever movie that Jason does. Because what's the movies Jason does? The Friday the 13th. I haven't seen any of them. I don't like horror movies. But you go down there and he's like, "Come sit with us, babe. Come sit with us, babe." Okay, I tried. I sat down there for a minute. I tried to sit down there for a minute. I go down there and look and see. Oh, I thought you were writing me. Um, And I literally trying to figure out what is going on with the stupid game. And then I see people, what rating is the game? Is it R? Is it like NC-17? I don't think so. Probably G. And you literally watch my husband and now my child that he's roped into this decapitate, amputate, like slaughter these people, zombie, whatever they are. Like, it comes on and there's a huge machete in their eye. There is, oh, watch this. I'm gonna electrocute them and then cut their arm off. Hey, seriously. And you wonder why violence is so much control. Why
Why? Because the parents are not teaching their kids.
Because these kids are home playing this shit and nobody is saying to him, no. Well, the kids shouldn't have access to it.
Why not?
Because when we were growing up, Frogger, Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. That makes a lot of sense.
Pac-Man got ate by the ghost.
But you weren't amputating. That Donkey Kong. None of these things were anywhere. Tetris. These games were not where you're walking up and amputating, decapitating. You weren't doing any of these things. You were literally like, whatever the game is, and then, you're eating the ghost. Okay. Ooh. But like, seriously, that's it. Listen.
No different than being as
because you're not like watching somebody come run at you and you're showing these people how it's okay. And then our daughter comes down there and she's like, oh, that's wicked. And they take someone's head off and they take an arm off and a leg off. And then you wonder, since all of these, okay, but she is in the minority when it comes to this. You go back and look at the manifestos of the individuals who have gone into schools and shot up schools that were, on average, as teenage boys, but we have had a couple of girls. They all were obsessed with these video games. All of them were obsessed with them. Okay?
Did anybody spend like their parents?
Some of them have been incarcerated for it now. But why are they even making this stuff? Okay, have sex cells, but I'm not out there promoting prostitution. I'm saying that I absolutely do not agree with it. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. And let me ask you something. People who are so against guns, right? They're so anti-guns. They're anti-police. They're anti-God, okay? That's their right. That's what they think. That's how they feel, whatever. Who is the first person they call when somebody comes onto their property or puts them in distress? The police. But they hate them. Okay? You hate guns, not my husband or myself, but a general person hates guns, and then yet they have them in their home. They say it's for self-defense, or the cop comes, but it's like you don't want prayer in school. You don't want to do prayer of allegiance anymore. All of these things, it's like, everything's offensive. Sit Indian style. That's offensive. You're supposed to say cross applesauce. When the hell did applesauce start Christmasing? You can't say Christmas party. You have to say holiday event or holiday, the holiday, or winter. Well, what doesn't winter offend somebody? Does winter offend somebody? What if somebody is acclimated to cold and found that to be offensive? Don't say winter, because now you're offending the cold people. I mean, seriously, you're offending the anemic. That's so ridiculous. The guy from Big and Rich was hilarious. I saw this. It's his video. Okay. Totally his video. Somebody asked him about, how do you feel if somebody said, I identify as a cat? This cowboy legend guy said, I would look at him or her and say, I appreciate that you identify as a cat. I do. I totally appreciate it. More power to you. But if you want to come in my home or be in my life, I want to see your veterinarian. I want to know that you've had your rabies shot. I want to know if I have to serve you catnip and have a little box. And if you don't have these records, you need to go to the vet and get up to date on your vaccines. Now, there is not a veterinarian in this country or in this world who is going to let Joey Bag of Donuts, walk in and say, "Hi, I identify as a cat. Can you give me a rabies shot?" Right? And then you get the paperwork to walk around and say, "Okay, I identify as a cat." So, really? I mean, I get it, but people spend more time in school trying not to offend, and they're bringing cat litter into the bathrooms. And we're wondering why society is so blanked up. I mean, come on now. Like, I saw a dad on an interview. He said, and you said the same thing. If my daughter goes into the bathroom, in a public bathroom, and I see somebody who says they're transitioning into being a woman, but they have a penis, and they go in that bathroom and they go near my little girl, which is what a lot of pedophiles are saying, is that, oh, I identify as a woman, so I can go in the women's bathroom, right? And the dad was like, I have no problem because I will walk in there and say I identify as a tooth fairy because I knock your teeth down. You don't want anyone near my kid. You wouldn't do the same thing? Why are you laughing at me? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you wouldn't if a man went in the bathroom with Faith. Asking you a question. What would you do if a grown man went in the bathroom with Faith?
Welcome to left field, y'all.
No, what would you do?
What I would do, the same thing.
How's that left field then?
No, we started out on
How it's all
Yeah.
corrupting into violence. It's not left field. We're still in the ballpark.
I love her, y'all.
We are in the ballpark.
You just get going and going. I assumed that you'd be bringing up all the stuff that they just recently banned also.
The Christmas song?
Oh,
Okay. See, now you did it. Now you did it. We're going to talk about that because you brought it up. Tell me why. Okay, I saw Santa kissing.
no, it's a mommy.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. That's banned. Why? Because it's exploding or exploring sexuality. But we can have bathroom. I mean, mom can't kiss Santa. Rudolph is banned because it makes fun of individuals with challenges. Well, I hope you don't work at Xfinity. All I'm saying, because Rudolph has been banned. I mean, serious. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Bing Crosby is turning over in his grave because chestnuts are roasting on an open fire. But we have that banned now because it is offensive and it's bothersome to people, and people find that offensive. What about the people who find cats in the bathroom offensive? What if I want to go to the bathroom and not worry about cat claws and the smell of cat litter? Is that offensive? Can I make a stand on that? I'm just saying, like, I support everybody and I help everybody the best way that I can. But when you're saying Bean Crosby is offensive in his singing of Christmas songs, but our daughter will listen to what is that song that's always on repeat? I'm a monster, I'm a monster, I'm a monster. And that is okay. That's not banned. That's not banned. But the good Christmas classics, those are banned. How is that even okay? And why are we not in arms for this? Because it makes no sense why. I really and truly don't understand why people are becoming so cynical that we can't listen to the classics. I'm trying to look really quick at all the ones that have, okay, they have banned. Let's see. I want to see what else they banned. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I'd ban that no matter what. For whatever reason, I would ban that because I'm just not a fan of hers and I don't like, everybody has their own personal preference. But All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey is banned. I would ban that one, babe, in a second because it's Mariah Carey. So
Because you just don't like her.
I can't stand her. So, Baby, It's Cold Outside. This is a duet with his. It was even featured in the 1949 movie Neptune's Daughter. But it's offensive. So it's on the banned list. I don't understand. They argue that this shows a woman flirting in a way that is not okay for society. So that's okay. I know my husband will say something about this one. The Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler. That Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler.
I probably heard it once.
It's been criticized for outing Jewish celebrities who are not public about their identities and labeling increases anti-Semitism. So that song is banned. So I saw Mommy Kissing Santa. Okay, somebody tell me why it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas is banned.
Unbelievable.
Because, are you ready for this? This is why it's been banned, babe. It's been banned because there's a lyric in it about wanting a pistol that shoots. So that is why it's been banned. Because in the song talks about a kid wants a pistol that shoots. So that's banned. Santa Baby has been banned because it's mentioning all the fellas I haven't pissed. So it's banned.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
That's
subject.
No, wait. White Christmas by Elvis Presley. Presley was seen as inappropriate at the time and asked the radio stations not to play. Holiday music has been told that it cannot be played in public schools because you're celebrating religious music. So we can't do that. That's the big no-no too. Let's see. Jingle Bells is off the list. These are all just ridiculous. Oh, all I want for Christmas. This is the last one. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. It's a little girl singing the song. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth, right? She lost her baby teeth. She wants her big girl teeth. But it's offensive to those who don't have dental care or don't have teeth. So it's offensive to those people. Therefore, that song is also banned.
So now that we're out of left field, is there any other topic you'd like to discuss?
Well, I'm sorry.
My wife gets a little heated up.
What? Who in the hell? Number one lie of the year.
It's probably the liberals getting ready to go out of office.
No. The number one lie of the year has been recorded as Trump saying those people ate the animal, the dog or whatever it was. The biggest lie of the year is not Trump, it's Biden. Because what did Biden say forever?
I will not pardon.
He will not pardon Hunter. And what does he do? He pardons Hunter. He pardoned his son, who is a convicted felon, who has done drugs and sold secrets of the US, done all of these things, allegedly, even though convicted, but that will get overturned. And that's not the lie of the year? That's not the lie of the year. Are you serious? Like, happened. Nobody, okay, is mentioning anything, God rest his soul, about Jimmy Carter who passed away. Most people don't even know Jimmy Carter passed away, right? He was a president. And, you're supposed to show respect to the presidents. It's supposed to be a big deal when one of them has passed. There's all these rules that presidents are supposed to obey once they're out of the office. Like they can't drive ever again on public roads. They have to, just all sorts of stuff. And of course, the only president out of office that ever had an assassination attempt, of course, was Trump. Go figure. And now here we have President Jimmy Carter, who people either love or hate. I'm not even saying how I feel about him. I'm saying he was a president. He did a lot. He went all over the world building homes for people who needed it. And he did do some shady stuff. He did great. The point is that you don't hear media hung up on the fact he passed or his arrangements or anything like that. Like that's like shooed to the side because we have to hear about all of this other crap that's so more important. Like it was in the news that like Kim Kardashian went out on New Year's Eve without her boot on her foot. And so she walked out without her foot boot. And that made news. That was all over everything. But where is it about President Jimmy Carter? Right? Nowhere. 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 And every time you see the Kardashians, who have like a plethora of children, right? They have like 9 nannies for each of their kids. It's mind blowing. It is mind blowing how they have more nannies than they have kids. The rules are they have to be on call, they have to travel with them, they have to do all these other things with them. And every time you see anything about the Kardashians, unless it's holiday, picture posing time, they're all out doing their thing. The kids aren't there, right? Seriously?
I don't know how to follow up with that.
You're not giving respect to a fallen president. Like, seriously. You know? Lost weight. She still has her tood. So that's more important. That's more important than Jimmy Carter. We wonder what's wrong with society.
So thank y'all for listening to all of that. Some of the guys are out there thinking that poor man.
No, they're not. They're saying, hell yeah, this woman is a woman that likes camo and things that shoot, not diamond and sparkly things.
She is wearing plaid right now, yo.
Right.
She's
What would I rather have? Gun,
a gun.
or a diamond?
Definitely a gun
Hell yeah.
with a laser,
Hell yeah.
tactical light.
Now we're
So
and I'm just saying that guys are like, hell yeah, listen to this woman. I'm not sitting back on the couch eating bonbons, doing nothing, watching the Kardashians, and just.
how do you even know about them if you're not watching?
Do I have to answer this question?
You
I'll answer it. Because one night in band camp, when Faith was in the hospital and there was nothing on TV, I watched one episode. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning on one of those channels on television. And I had rather gouged my eyes out with a pitchfork because it was so awful and there was no plot and it was blah, 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 blah. Ugh. It was so bad. And then you have great TV shows that get canceled. But the Kardashians, they're like cockroaches. They just won't go away. And so that's how I saw them. And then I look on the news and I follow the news so I know what's going on in the world. And you see, oh, Kim Kardashian is without her boot in New York City. Dun, da, da. Where's President? Oh, if he's anywhere, he's in the bottom. Like scroll where no one does all the way down, 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 down. And then you see, oh, like this person got a haircut and dyed it green or purple or whatever. It's above President Carter. But like, just keep scrolling.
okay then? Thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
Victoria.
Yeah. And I knew them because their dad was one of the lawyers on if it doesn't fit, okay. We won't even.
But you could.
Good. Who writes a book after the fact and said, if I did it, this is like what I would have done or whatever?
Speaking of books, you have written 41 books.
I have so many more in the pipeline.
We know. And for those of y'all who have not read my wife's book, Victoria Cure, it is called Who Kicked First. That's her very first book. It's a memoir of the traumatic events leading up to her birth and the first stages of her losing her arm.
No, that's not in there at all.
Well,
Just all the a part of the
it-
injuries I
right,
endured.
right.
Right.
So who kicked first?
Narc has the arm.
Who kicked first is our first one. The follow up is Narc Narc, who's there.
Now, in defense of my loving husband,
Uh-oh.
I agreed with this, is that he has not read he has not read Who Kicked First because of the fact that he was there with me during this period of time. He went to court with me. He was my saving grace during court. And when he saw me black and blue and injured, and it literally, the first time he saw me like that, I'll never forget. It's the fact that he literally looked like the life just got taken out of him when he saw me like that. And I told him if that's how he looked, he definitely shouldn't read this because Who Kicked First is so graphic. It is extremely graphic down to the detail. Everybody who's read it that I've spoken with tells me that they feel as if they're literally there watching it happen and unable to do anything. A lot of survivors said, "Oh my God, you literally captured what I've been in and been involved in your own way and told your story." Narc he has read, and that is where a lot of the information about my arm does come to light. But just in your defense, he just I do not believe he could stomach Who Kicked First because he did try to read a page of it, and my strong masculine husband cried and no, it wasn't pollen.
Yeah, I broke down, y'all. I could read it on air one night. So it's up to you as the listener out yonder. Go to Amazon, get her book. It's not going to break the bank, but it is going to give you some insight on her life, our life, the survivor's life, and it may help someone. It may help a friend of yours. It may help you. If you're in that situation. Um, my wife has a lot of good pointers on what to do and how to prepare an escape plan, and setting things up for those survivors out there in those type of relationship. Okay, enough of that. So Amazon, Who Kicked First, Narc Narc, Who's There? And then you also have our daughter's books that are out there under Faith Cure Solomon.
And look where we are compared to a year ago.
Yeah, if you if you followed us on Facebook, our little girl was in a hospital and just went to death's door and
Stayed there for
and
weeks.
it was not good.
The doctors actually told us they would keep her comfortable and let nature take its course. And needless to say, if you think I get riled up over this kind of stuff, just imagine how riled up I got.
So she's in the room next here to our office, and she's doing amazing. She's doing 1,000% better. Um, she's got some badass scars to show her fight, her struggle, and her will to live, to stay on this earth. And yeah, so those of y'all who asked about her, thanks. Thank y'all for keeping both my wife and my daughter in your prayers. My wife's over there yawning, so I must be boring her. Y'all keep your eye out for the new website. Have you posted it yet?
New website. Our old website's back up.
The other one.
Which other one?
How many websites do we have?
Well, the Selfie is up. Etsy is up.
It's another Contagious Smile one.
No,
No,
not yet.
I'm gonna stay. Okay, I'm gonna let her take us out.
Nope. It's all my husband. Go ahead, man.
Y'all, we thank you for listening. And let me say, y'all listen. Okay, as soon as y'all get done listening to this, I want you to search for our good buddy Dave. Okay,
Campbell.
Dave Campbell.
I'll be on this show coming up.
Does he have a handle or anything on Spotify? What's the name of his?
Like Upcycle. Like you were on the Dad podcast.
He's a Yank, y'all. He's a Canadian.
He's gonna whoop you.
You can't get no more Yank than that.
He's gonna whoop you.
Dave Campbell. Y'all look him up. He's done thousands of recordings, and he
He has
has
7 shows.
7 different shows that he does. Y'all,
He's my Yoda.
this was my wife's Yoda when we first started podcasting.
He's my podcast husband.
You did not need to say that on air.
He said it.
We are not in Utah.
Dave said it.
Okay. So Dave Campbell, y'all look him up, please. He's
Amazing.
really skinny white guy, kind of older.
He's gonna whoop you.
But he had y'all, if y'all want to know how to start podcasting, that's your fella right there. Now, my wife teaches courses, but it's all because of Dave. So we want to give kudos to Dave. Y'all get on his podcast, follow him, listen to his stuff. He sounds way better than I do. So Dave Campbell, we love you, buddy. All right. Thank y'all for listening to Contagious Smile Unstoppable with Victoria and Michael. Bye, y'all.